Oh, nothing says I'm old more than hairs hanging out your nose. I posted a picture on Instagram the other day, and there was actually, when I went to post it, I noticed, oh, look I have nose hairs. And I thought to myself, I'm posting this because this is real. This is part of aging. So take care of the nose hairs, my friends, because if you don't, it says to the world, I'm old. Not because the hair is there, because you can't see it anymore. As you couldn't tell by my intro, this video is going to be all about the things or the steps that I take to help slow the process of aging down on my face and my body. Now, I want to put up front that the most important thing to me is my health. Nothing I do outside of my body is going to matter if I don't have my health. We all know to have good health, don't smoke, don't overindulge in alcohol, don't hang out in the sun too long, have a good, healthy diet, and exercise. You must keep your body moving. So whether it's walking, I am really into weightlifting. And when you look at me, I'm not bulky or anything like that. And I still have that little bit of flab, but I know in my mind that my body, because I am exercising, lifting weights, walking, I am building stronger bones. And we know that after menopause, those things are hard. So keep in mind that if you don't have your health, nothing I share with you today is going to matter. All right? And I want to really shift the importance on that before I begin with these simpler things. Okay? And you can do all of these professionally in a medical office, medical grade way, whatever. That's a lot of money, my friends, and it's a lot of upkeep. So this is why I choose to use the things that I'm using. And the second thing outside of taking care of your health is consistency. If you are not consistent to your skincare, if you are not consistent to your exercise routine, if you are not consistent to eating healthy, it's not going to work. So consistency is key. Make it a promise to yourself. We're heading into a new year. Make it a promise to yourself. So we are going to get started on this video. And I also want to say up front, and this goes along with consistency, I get the comments often, who has time for that? Well, I understand that people have full-time jobs. I understand that people have children. I understand that people have busy lives. I also have a very busy life. And I know some of you think I sit around and eat bonbons all day, but I really don't. I have a very full day, every single day. So I had to learn how to make time for myself. And that's what I want all of you to do. Learn how to make time for yourself. I am the type of person, I don't sit during the day. So during the day is not an option for me to do any of these things. I am someone who, not until after dinner is served and cleaned up, do I sit down and really just do nothing. Nothing at all. That is when I start to do some of these things. And it can be done while you're watching your favorite show, whether that be Yellowstone, Dexter, Succession, whatever it is. You can do all of these sitting on your couch or your sofa, whatever you choose to call it. I firmly believe that it all starts with the way you sleep. Now, some people can train themselves to be back sleepers. I am not one of them. I start out on my back, but I love to go on my side. And you know, with age, especially after menopause, when the collagen starts to slip away and the elasticity is not what it used to be, you wake up with sheet marks on your face, and they do not go away, my friends. They sometimes take a full 8 hours, on me anyway. That is when, and I started using this 3 years ago. I do not wake up with face creases anymore. I never have marks unless I somehow manage to get myself off of this pillow. I'm not usually one to roll around a lot. I am a very still sleeper. So, unless I'm having a nightmare and I'm trying to get away from somebody, that's the only time I really shift around in my sleep. But I am a side sleeper, and I don't want to be a back sleeper. It's not that comfortable for me. I love sleeping on my side, and I sleep mostly on this side. So 3 years ago, I started sleeping on the Sleep and Glow pillow. I love this pillow. I travel with it. If we're going back to Buffalo, it comes with me. I do not leave this pillow behind. I love it. You can see that it has these grooves. When you are sleeping and you lay down on this, it never touches your face because you are cradled right in that little channel. So I never wake up with anything smashing my face anymore. It also has neck support. I have videos on this. I will link them below. They go into detail about this pillow. I love it. I am going to get, this is the Tencel pillowcase. I'm going to get their silk pillowcase because for years I've just been throwing other silk pillowcases on it. But I'm going to get yours because you can see how nicely it fits onto it. And sometimes my pillowcase slides off of it, but I have that coming. So looking forward to having that. So I do believe the way we sleep matters. Okay, so the Sleep and Glow pillow, and there is a code Tammy10 to get 10% off your purchase. It is fabulous. I also have their weighted blanket. I love it. I've been sleeping with a weighted blanket for years. However, I will say that theirs is the best I have used. It's also very large, so I love that. And I do have their Aura pillow, which I've talked about. That is, I have some nerve damage here in my neck. So when that's really acting up, that's the only time I don't use this pillow. I use the Aura, and that one does not allow me to turn my head and sleep on my side. So love those. All right, so let's move on. I get asked all the time, how do you use your beauty tools? And I mainly use 3, and that is it. I use a microcurrent, I use my LED, and I use my NRGY. Now the NRGY I have talked about before. I don't really talk about it a whole lot in my videos, and I don't know why. I suppose I should, but it really is an interesting tool. And the concept, I do have a video on this. I'll try to find that and link that below as well. Now I know that you can have something very similar to this. I'm not sure what it's called. The girl who does my massages, she actually wants me to come into their office to have this professionally done. And I'm considering it. I don't do any in-office procedures, none. So this tool here, again, is called the NRGY. This heats up. You do have to use it with their conducting gel. It's their lift gel for delicate skin. I do have to use the delicate skin. The original it irritates my skin a little bit, so I use the delicate and I have no problems with it. But you put this on top and you just work this on your face, and you work in small areas. The smaller you work, the warmer it gets. So that heat is building collagen. And I do this all the time. It's another one of those tools that you can you do have to have a mirror, because once this turns green, it lets you know that it has heated up to the perfect temperature, and you just keep moving with it. Now you do have to be careful with this, because if you stay in one spot, you will burn your face. But if you're moving, and sometimes I go in larger areas and sometimes I go smaller. I really focus this on this area, and I even go over my lips, and I've had no problem. I've been using this for a couple of years now, and it's supposed to build collagen, and I am seeing age in my face, just like everyone else. I don't have fillers in my face at all, my friends. No fillers. I do get Botox right through here, and I get Botox here to help my mouth from frowning, because my lips really droop down without the Botox. So I do think this has helped me over the years. I really love this. Again, if you are going to purchase something like this and then just try it a couple times and say, oh, it didn't work, and put it in a drawer and never use it again, don't buy this. You're wasting your money. Commitment. You must be committed and consistent to using these tools. So, and it's just a matter of 20 minutes out of your day, 30 minutes out of your day. I think you all deserve that much time for yourself. So that's my NRGY, which I have been using for a few years. The next tool is Microcurrent. I have been using this for years. I firmly believe this has kept my neck looking better, because my family, necks are not nice in my families. We suffer from jowls and pretty bad necks. I will say that it has only been recently that I'm starting to see age in my neck. I do believe that using the microcurrent on my neck has really helped to keep my neck toned. I use this all over my face. I will use this every day, every single day. You can do this while watching TV. All you need is your conducting gel. And for truth, it's very different from other conducting gels. This is called the Electroderm. I do have videos on this. I will link them below as well. And also, this is part of Truth Treatment, which is on Freeze Code Beauty. You can use my code Tammy20 to get 20% off. Now, make sure if you do purchase this, that you're consistent and committed to it, or it's a waste of money for you. And watch my video on how to use it, okay? I did use the New Face for many, many years. It served me well. And then this one came out that has a couple of other things to it, which my video shares with you. And I just really feel a difference with this one. I really feel the muscle stimulation. So go ahead and watch my video on that. And remember, you can use Tammy20 on that. Now, if you don't want to use the Truth Conducting Gel, and I know there will be people that don't want to use it, there are several on the market. I actually have another one that you can get on Amazon. It's a huge tube. Any of them is fine. Now, I do cleanse my skin with no oil in my cleanser when I'm using Microcurrent, okay? So Bay Harbor Beauty has a conducting gel, the New Face gel, any of them are fine, but I do use the Truth. And I love it. The next tool, now I've been using one of these for a couple of years as well, but this one is brand new to me, probably a couple months old, and I love it. Now, this is also from Truth, and this is the infrared, so it's going to penetrate deeper into the skin, which is going to help to build collagen. It's all about building our collagen. Again, this is so easy to use. It just pops on. You can sit and watch TV because it has rubber around to protect your eyes, and it's 25 minutes max. You can do it 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You know me, I'm doing the 25 minutes because I want all the benefits. And every day I just pop it on while we're watching TV, and I have my little remote. Now this one here, again, people get confused and they think, oh, my LED's not working. But you plug it into the mask, into your unit, you turn it on. You can see the red light goes on, and then you can adjust to red or blue on the control. So there's blue for acne, and then it goes off, and there is red for anti-aging. You simply slip this on, and that's it. That's the only cord you have hanging from you, and it will automatically, you can do auto or you can time it. So I can do up or down for less time, and then I can put it on auto and it'll just shut off by itself anyway. So that is something that I do religiously. It's very comfortable to wear, no harsh heaviness around your nose, anything like that. I really, really love this. But my friends, if you are not going to be consistent with this, it will be a waste of your money. And it does have its own nice little stand put right on your unit, so you can't say, oh, out of sight, out of mind. It's right there on my little vanity here. So those are the tools that I use to help build collagen. I use them all the time. I am very consistent with them. I myself have in the past have, well, I'm going to order that, and I order it, and it's like I never use it. But these tools, they do work, but you have to be dedicated. You do. Tammy20 on any of the tools that I have shared with you, except for she doesn't carry the NRGY. I will have to look for the link. It's been a long time since I've talked about this, so I think I'll have to check with the company to see if my code is still active. I think I had a code to save maybe $10 or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a long time, but I do love that NRGY. I love it, and I love using it. I think it feels good. I actually think I look a little plumped after I'm done using it. And I definitely feel I'm a little lifted after using my Microcurrent. Another thing that will not break the bank that I firmly believe in that helps to take a little bit of age off of us, outside of trimming the nose hairs, my friends, is shaving your face. And there's two reasons why I like shaving the face. Now, this blade is a little bit safer for home, but I do suggest that before you start using these, run your finger down it. Now, sometimes they come and a tooth is out of alignment. You don't want that because it will scratch your face. So I just kind of go ahead and pinch them to make sure that they're all laying flat, because I've made the mistake of just going in. Now, they do sell professional blades for dermaplaning. I don't think that anybody should be using them at home unless they are trained to use them. So that is why I will not come on here and say, get yourself a dermaplane blade, because you can cut your skin. You can nick yourself with these if the teeth, like I said, if they're out of alignment. But I think that removing facial hair, and I have been removing facial hair for years and years and years, because once the sun hits and all that peach fuzz shows, it just takes away from, if you're a makeup wearer, it takes away from that. And I don't know, as we age, we don't notice that some of those hairs are white or they're black, and they're really showing. I was shocked the day I saw I had a chin hair. I was like, oh my goodness, but I used the, I can't remember what that zapper, his name is, that I used under my arms and my legs. Anyway, it really did work. That hair no longer grows out of that little hole. It's no longer there, my friends. But it was wiry, you know, it was terrible. But anyway, this will, not only will it remove your peach fuzz, now I'll probably have nothing come off because I recently did this a few days ago. I do this every time I notice the peach fuzz. And how do I notice peach fuzz? I get in a 10-time mirror and I have to examine my face there. That is how I determine what my skin needs, with a 10-time, I think it's 8 or 10 times magnification. They're not great for putting on makeup, but they are great for detailed work like your seeing your tight line or mascara. But there's a little bit of skin on there. So that's another thing that happens when you're going down and you want to move down, and I pull the skin taut and I just go along. It's going to lift off the skin cells and all that peach fuzz. And for me, it has not grown back darker or more. I think with menopause, coarse hair will grow out of certain areas. Those I think you need to have taken out by the root. So it's like tweeze, pluck that one out, and it'll hurt for a minute, but it really is worth it. But the others, I just go all the way down my face and I go all the way around. And then when I get to the other side, you can see there's a little bit of skin cells on there. Now again, make sure that no teeth have come out of alignment. And then I'll go to the other side and I pull up my little sideburn here and I will just go down my face. Now see, the tooth on this one is getting a little weird, so I'm going to take a different one. A new one. Yeah, this one's flat. And I'm going to go ahead and just go down my face with this. And notice I go in long strokes, and then I lift it, I go back, and then I'll go in short strokes. But you don't want to go with it like this. You want to go with it down, just so you just feel the blade coming over your skin. And there will be a little bit of dead skin. Like I said, if I hadn't done this, you'd see so much peach fuzz on there and dead skin. All of these things I think help. The dermaplaning that you can do at home, it's not going to be like what you would have done professionally, but your face will feel so smooth and beautiful. And then when you put your makeup on, it's going to lay perfectly for you when you remove all of that dead skin in the hair. Now, if you're someone who does a lot of enzymes, mask or peels, you may not get much skin coming off here because you're constantly exfoliating it off. But for those of you who can't handle that, just be careful, my friends, be careful, okay? Because you can still damage your skin if you're too rough. So always be in the moment. Be connected to your brain when you are using things like this. Don't be talking on the phone and say, oh, yeah, and just be going at it. Be connected. That should be your quiet time so that you can really concentrate on what you're doing. So now I know I'm going to get, well, you do them all in one day, the same. Not really. I'm to the point where the NRGY I can do a couple times a week. The microcurrent I can do a couple times a week if I want. But if I have the time, I do it. The LED is something I do every single day because it takes no effort to do. Your hands are free. You can sit on the couch and watch TV, a movie. It really requires nothing from you. The microcurrent, you have to have your hands to use, so that one's going to be a little different, as is the NRGY. But you could, here's another thing with me, and I know a lot of people, they won't do this, but I make time for myself. If I have let myself go and I'm taking care of Lou and the dogs and the house, and I haven't taken care of Tammy, which really starts to wear on me when I don't, I have to really say, okay, you don't have enough time in your day to do the things for yourself that you need to do. So you need to get up a little earlier, or you need to say, okay, I'm not going, because we all have moments in the day where we're just wasting time. You know, I might sit outside with the girls and I'm on Instagram. You know, that's wasted time, being on Instagram or TikTok. That's wasted time. I'm not somebody who talks on the phone a lot. I never have been. But, you know, if you're somebody who's spending hours talking to your friends on the phone, that's great. But do it hands-free so you can be doing your microcurrent and your NRGY. Just don't be using your twinkle blades when you're talking on the phone. Or you could even put your LED on. We can all find time to take care of ourselves. I'm a firm believer in that, my friends. There you have it. This is how I use my tools. It's how I find time to use my tools, or I make time to use my tools. Because again, if you know yourself well enough and you know these are going to sit in a drawer after using them a couple of times, don't bother buying them, because none of these are going to help you. None of them are going to work if you are not consistent. So allow me to help you save some money and don't buy them. But if you are someone who is really committed to yourself and you make time for yourself, then perhaps some of these tools are for you. And don't forget, you can use the code Tammy20 to get 20% off on the Truth Treatment. And I'm going to check on the NRGY because I'm not sure. But the NRGY is really, it's an interesting little tool. I really kind of like it. I've been using it for probably 3 years, maybe even 4 years. I can't remember how long I've been using that, but it's been quite a while. So that's it for today, my friends. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as an Ageless Beauty. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Right next to it is a bell. Notifies you of all the videos that I'm putting up. Until the next time, my friends, you go out in the world and you be oh so lovable. I love you all, my friends. Bisous.